Today I'm going to be teaching you about cadence. I'm going to be explaining what it is, and I'm going to show you some live examples of how I come up and apply my cadence right here in the studio. So without further ado, let's get it! What's up, everybody? This is ColeMize with ColeMizeStudios.com, bringing you another segment of Be a Better Rapper Now. And after a much needed break for the new year, I am back to the future and ready to bring you some really good rap tutorial videos. So anyways, let's get right to it. What is cadence? Cadence is basically the rhythmic flow of sounds or words. What that basically means is how you're saying your words in rhythm. How fast are you rapping it? What style are you rapping it in? That type of thing. So cadence is very similar to rhythm. And I've already done a couple of videos on establishing rhythm, and those are very important. And I did touch on cadence somewhat in those, but it's very important before going into cadence that you already are able to stay on beat. That's what's most important, because rhythm, tempo, all of that, being able to establish your rhythm and your tempo and being able to figure that out on whatever beat you're rapping to is very important. That is the foundation that is needed before you start moving on to cadence, okay? Because cadence is building off that rhythm, and now it's coming up with different types of rhythms and formats and styles and stuff that you can come up with yourself. Now let me share this quote with you. Bruce Lee said something I thought was very profound and so appropriate to cadence. Even though he was talking about martial arts, it still applies to cadence. He said, "Be like water. Be shapeless, be formless. When you put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. When you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. When you put water into a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Water can drip or it can crash. Be water, my friends." That's what Bruce Lee said, and that's what I want to submit to you too about cadence. When it comes to cadence, be like water, be shapeless, be formless. Any beat that you listen to, you can adapt to that beat in a unique way. You don't have to sound the same on every beat. You don't even have to sound the same on every verse within a song. You are without limitations. All you have to do is study that beat, listen to the rhythm, and figure out, okay, how do I want to form to that beat? How do I want to shape to that beat? What ways am I going to rap to this song in a unique way, something that's fresh and something that's me, okay? Now, cadence is all about the rhythm of your words, the rhythm of your mouth. And I've said this before, that your words are a drum set. You know, your mouth is a drum set when it comes to rapping, because you're actually playing the role of drums, okay? So in this segment, I'm not even going to be focusing on lyrics. That's not the point of this. You can come up with your cadences before you even have lyrics, and that's how I personally prefer to do it, okay? So cadence is all about the rhythm and all about the flow. So for an example, like, "Nibby the pat pat pat, a nibby dat crack, I nibby deb in the pepper to be the pat clack, nibby the cap of the rapper to be the pat pat, bloats to the boat, coat to the one the pat pat, floats the bowl when it coats the dough, someone post the roll with notes to flow, I wanna cap the bowl, but that's the flow to be the cat when the Peter when the pat the flow." That's cadence. No words at all. That's strictly cadence. What I personally do when I'm getting ready to write, when I'm picking out my beat, for an example, I go through dozens of beats, okay? And I'm listening to what beat speaks to me. What beat is actually moving my emotions around inside. What's causing me to actually start bobbing my head. What's causing me to start tapping my feet. What wants me to start rapping to it, okay? Once I find that beat, then I do what I call trying it on. And I've explained this before in other videos about trying on the beat. And all I mean when I say trying on the beat is I start practicing cadences to it, just like what I just did there. I start doing that in the tempo of the beat and start playing around and dancing around to it. And it's very similar to what you would do if you was going to a store to buy clothes. You go into a store, there's all types of clothes from wall to wall, floor to ceiling, and you're looking for what stands out to you. What do you feel like really represents your personality? You know, and once you find that outfit, you still don't know if it fits you. It may be dope, you may think it's fresh, you love it, you want to get it, but it still may not fit you. And so I use cadence practicing cadences to beats is my way to figure out, do I feel like this beat really fits me as an artist? It's not a matter if I can stay on beat. That's not an issue. Do I feel like that I can come up with cadences that I like to this beat? Okay? And that's something you have to find out individually for yourself as an artist, because we're all different. We all have different tastes. We all have different styles. We all have different flows. What I'm going to be doing here in just a few moments is I'm going to load up a beat from my beat store on ColeMizeStudios.com, and it's called Lovin' Your Baby by Beats Planet. And I'm going to actually just show you how I try on the beat. And I'm just going to be practicing lots of different cadences, playing around with it, trying to come up with just ideas of ways that I can flow to it. And being that I'm not using real words, I have no limitations or restrictions. I don't have to use a certain amount of words. I can just be jumbling, gibbering gibberish. It's just a time where you can have fun and be creative and figure out, how can I approach this in a way, like Bruce Lee said, how can I be like water to this beat? Let me focus and study this beat, and let me see what type of container this beat is. Let me see its edges. Let me see its depth. Let me see how I can move around in it and conform to it in a unique way. Okay? So without further ado, let's get right to it. I'll be right back. Yeah. All right, here we go. Practicing cadences. Yeah. One, to me grallo, happen to me lado. Pass the one that grabbing and grab it, told me to pad low. I'm putting the crime with the brave toe with them pack low. Speed the one that grabbing and babble, so we the pack low. But the pack ride, hip it to me back ride. Happen to me bribe, but the grind told me to pad lie. To the poke hat, piece the low, the no tag, to the coat pack. Beef with the grind, told me to poke pack. With a pack rhyme, and a peak roll, and I'm pack rhyme. He be to be tag rhyme, happen to be sack rhyme. But the poke grind, he be to be boat crack. But watch out when I turn with a pick and rap into my blow pack. But the poking, rack and dragging to soaking, packing, the bragging and choking, lagging, the packing, the gold it be sagging. Low we can blow and then grab it so we can poke and packing. Popping the crime and the pack toe and the poke blast. Cat low, he be to be blow yo. How to me rapping, they grab it to me to blow low. So the pack low, when the packing to me black roll. Hit when the peak like black low. Have it to me black roll. Speed it to me rhyming and grab it to me the back low. Had it to my grime and I'm blabbing to me the back low. But the pack toes to the pack low. Hit it up with the pap and the grip in the bed with the pack go. Roll lows to the packer to me blow toe. How to the peak and low grow. Spacker to be post slow. How to my grime and the brap to we can po. How about going and weeping to the with the packer to me glow slow. The pack rhyme and the peak climb, but I'm beat time. How about to my Greek grind? Hit me the pump with the beat time. So the one that green low with the back into my leap on. Hit me the cold banana, so with the banana was over the peak grind. Polo, patch the pocodo, pad and toe rolo, patch the low no do. Happy to be grind like happy to be low slow. Had it to my grime, I'm grabbing the grind colo. But the pad roll, happen to me brad low, happen to me rat low. You don't to me last low, happy come and grind, but I'm parrot toe we the pack low. Hit the pole and nap and the grind toe we the back roll. Vito, how they told Gito, how they told rhyme like rapping shit low keto. Sipping the poke and back rack, flipping the poke pack, hopping and cooping the poke pack, and living the pooping this flow back. Truck for the coat pack, roasting no poke and no tack, roasting to me grow track, cause the poke they could be no tech. Rope in the post and the rope and open the poke pack, hopping to my grime and I'm breathing so we the flow back. For the pack rack, hit it to me back tack, how it to me crack lap, but they keep it to be crack black. But the poke grind, hit it to be pro grind, better watch out the poke grind, but the grab it to be blow grind. See the bowl when I'm breaking to my reader low. Pat that to my key to roll. When the pad like reader need it slow. Hit it when the pad like pole to grind. Hit it when the pole then breathe the beat. Drop it to the grind, but the prap it told me to see sleep. Roll low, rhyming the pole, then glow low. Pat it to my roll low, but Rolly really don't know. See the one that blab and them rapping till we can blow flow. You don't want the prime and the reference so we can blow slow. Papping the compatible with chapter trapping. I'm bagging, I'm grabbing top, but I'm grabbing them, papping toe with I'm blabbing them. See the one that papping them, black top and I'm glabbing them, rapping and papping and rapping them. Set the flow in the cattleman. Paddle one that brabbing them, brabbing so we them glabbing them, rapping so we the slabbing them, brack trapping them, babbing them. Whole grove in the pack on the prap so when I'm clagging them, paddling. Paddle with tackles around, I'm labbing them. So there you go. That's how I formulate my cadences before I start writing, and just get the juices flowing, give myself ideas, things that I'm trying to achieve with my lyrics once I start writing lyrics. And I don't only come up with cadences before I write. Even while I'm writing, I'm still kind of doing the whole cadence gibberish trying on the beat thing as I'm writing. That carries over. I kind of do it through that process as well as I start trying to strategically pick what words I'm using, how many syllables it has, that type of thing, as I kind of put the pieces to the puzzle together to create verbally, lyrically, the cadence that I've already come up with. Okay, so I hope that helped. Let me know if you want to see more videos on cadence, and I can do some more of me just trying on beats and things like that, if that helps you guys out and gives you ideas of different styles of cadences that you can practice. And if this is your first time here, I want to invite you to get a free copy of my ebook, The #1 Fundamental to Rapping, where I'm sharing tips and techniques that I've gathered over the 17 years that I've been rapping. It will also sign you up to my newsletter, because I'm doing so much more than just one video a week on YouTube. I'm writing 3 blogs a week on my website, and stuff ranging from music submission guidelines, things to help you more likely get your music heard when you're trying to submit them to radio stations and DJs and things of that nature. Just music industry stuff in general, words of encouragement, you name it. There's so much going on over there. That's where everything is. And being on the newsletter will allow all the information to come to you once a week, so you won't have to be searching for it. And that's how I stay connected with everybody. I respond to every email I get. So this is ColeMize with ColeMizeStudios.com with another segment of Be a Better Rapper Now. And until next time, y'all take care. We'll holler at you.